All right, guys. So a very, very good morning. Before we start, guys, can you all let me know if you all can hear me clearly and see your screen and see me as well? Yes, perfect. Right. Okay. A brand new day and a brand new start. There's a lot to say. There's a lot to talk about. Right. Uh, Before I get into the teaching part of today, right? There's a very important thing that I need to put out, and there's a very important things, a few things that I need to say. Right. So I'll just give a minute or two, guys. If you all still have friends who are still struggling to join, maybe you can give them a call and remind them, tell them that they can join quickly. The class will go on until around 2:30. It's a 3-hour class, guys. Okay. So uh, I'll wait for a minute or two, right? And then I'll start because I don't want anyone to miss this. And what? I want everyone to get the full benefit out of this, right? From this entire week for you to, be experts from unit number 1 and also have kind of like a plan for your next 6 months, right? So because your next 6 months, I think it is May, you have a little less than 6 months now, right? Your exam is in October. So far, the date is October 17th, right? We never know whether it will get postponed or not. But for now, the date is October 17th. So we'll plan we'll make our study plans, we'll make all of that to that date, and then we'll go on, right? So guys, I want all of you all to be a little bit responsive on the chat box also, right? I don't want you all to just look at my face or my voice being played in the background, right? Because I want you all to get the full benefit out of it. Guys, can you all say something on the chat box so I can have a count of how many of you all are actually listening and how many of you all are actually active? Say something on the chat box, like emoji, a hi, or whatever, just to get a count to see how many of you all are actually there. I don't want my voice being played in the background, guys. This is the very first class. We'll set the tone right. We'll set the right attitude. Okay, I'm getting a lot of messages. Others, no. I've got around, okay, it's around 60 for now. Others, no. Just say something. Just react something, say something, so that I know. Most of those are direct messages. Right, nice. So most of you are there. Okay. Perfect. So we'll get started. Okay, guys. I'm not a fan of wasting time. So in the meantime, if you all have friends, you can call them and tell them to come. Okay. So what is happening over here, and what are we really going to do? Okay. So listen carefully, guys. Especially I'll say the first 15 to 20 minutes. Right. Listen very, very carefully. Right, because this could turn around a lot of things. Okay. So if you look at yourself, right, uh, all of y'all, right, are people who would have started schooling in, I don't know, when did y'all start schooling, guys? When were y'all in grade 1? 2000, when? Y'all were in grade 1 in 2009? Yeah? 2006. Some people 9. Okay, 6. Yeah? 6 or 9, guys? Really? Some are saying 6, some are saying 9. Grade 1, not where you were born. When were you in grade 1? In 2006, is it? 6, then today is 22. No. 2006, you all were in preschool. Okay, 9, you all were in grade 1. Okay, somewhere in 2009. Okay, so we'll take it as 2009. Okay, so let's forget about preschool, but okay, just think for yourself, right? I want you all to really try to understand what is happening over here. Think, yeah. Okay, so you all started schooling in 2009, right? I don't know how many of you all remember that very first day that you went to school. Okay, you all would have gone. I'm pretty sure that your parents would have come with you, right? You'd have gone there in grade 1. You would have sat in a classroom, right? You would have made a few friends. Some of them are still with you, lucky, right? Some of them have maybe changed schools, have gone some other paths. Maybe they're doing a different stream for A levels, right? Some of them did not do A levels, right? Regardless of that, you've made some good friends. You've come a long way, right? So you started from grade 1, little by little by little by little. You all then did your scholarship exam. I don't know if everyone did it. Some of you all, most of you all would have done. Yeah. So you all would have sat for a grade 5 scholarship exam. You all would have done that. That was also done. Okay. After that, you all had, I'll say, the best years of your lives. I think these grades, the grade 6, 7, 8, 9, Those grades are the grades where there is not much of academic stress also, right? And it's the most amazing years of your life, right? Those few grades, especially I'll say, let's say 8 and 9, yeah, you're somewhat matured. Right now, you're starting to, look into the different other aspects also. You're looking at, you're starting to look at a few girls now. Girls are starting to look at a few guys, right? It works that way, right? Maybe some of you all are starting to, playing games in a phone now. Maybe you all would have got your first phone when you're doing O levels. Yeah, little by little, you pass that stage, right? And in grade 10 and 11, right, you'll studied for O levels and you'll did it, right? You'll have done O levels, you'll have studied for 11 long years, you'll did it O levels, right? You stayed at home for a few months, results came out, right? Some people did great, some people not as expected, some people all right, no problem, right? And after that, you all decided, now let's get on and let's do commerce, right? So you all made that decision. So probably around 2 years ago, you all would have made that decision. Look here, I'm going to do commerce. I don't know what would have made you do commerce, what was the motivation behind it, or what was the real reason, but you all still chose to do commerce, right? So little by little by little by little by little, right? You would have started, right? Some of you all would have changed schools, right? Gone to new schools during A levels, right? Had a new beginning. Some of you all in the same school with the same set of friends, right? They'll have come, right? Sat for certain term exams, COVID came, there was a bomb blast, there was all of that, right? Somehow, now you all have come to a point where you all have 6 months left in your entire schooling career, right? That is all that is left now. So there is no more school after these 6 months, right? And you will no more be associated as a student of whatever school, right? You're just going to be a past student, right? So, along with your journey, right now, when I was maybe talking about this, maybe you all would have had a few, uh, you all would have had a few memories that popped up in your head, right? But I want you all, right? I want all of you all to do this, okay? Make sure, okay? During this, just 2 minutes, we'll take 2 minutes, right? And also maybe if you'll have an earphone, guys, ideally wear an earphone also, okay? Close your eyes, right? And just think of the few things that I'm going to say, right? And really put this into your head, okay? You can have your eyes closed. You don't have to look at me. You don't have to look at the screen, right? You may be in your phone. You may be in your laptop. When I say eyes closed, guys, don't go to bed. Stay in your chair, right? Stay in your chair and your table, right? But keep your eyes closed, right? And do this little thing, right? And then we'll get started, okay? Right. So you can start closing your eyes now. Okay. Take a long breath, right? Hold it for a little while. Let that go. Okay. First, I would want to take you all to uh, a nice place, right? I want you all to think of your parents, right? Just keep your eyes closed, right? Stay calm, right? Think of your parents. They might be right in front of you right now. They might have gone to work. They might be somewhere around, right? Think of them, your mother, your father, right? Think of all the hard work, right, that they have put in, the hours and nights that they have sacrificed for you, right? And when you were thinking of your grade 1 journey, right, remember the day that maybe probably one of them or even both of them, where they came to drop you to school, how excited they were, right, to send you off to school. Think of how uh, excited that I'm not seeing anyone video, guys. Think of how excited they were to drop you off at school, how happy they were for even the smallest of accomplishments you made, right? Even when you got good marks, let's say you got a small award at the sports meet or you won something, right? Or anything, even the smallest of thing that you achieved, just think of those occasions where they were really, really proud of you, where they spoke proud of you to uh, your family members, how your teachers were proud of you all, right? So little by little by little, they worked so hard, right? And they raised you all. Okay. All of that in return for what? They did all of that, right? Without they did not have any expectations, guys. They did not expect that, one day that if we treat our kid good, right, that he will give us money, that he will do this, no, right? They did that out of pure love, right, for you all. So now this stage, right, I'm guessing most of you are somewhere around 17, 18 now. Yeah. So by this stage, yeah, this is a stage that probably after A levels. Yeah. Most of you all will try to become independent, right? Will try to earn something on your own, right? This is a stage that changes where your schooling life is all done. Yeah. So I want you all to, while you'll have your eyes closed, right? Think of all what your parents have done, all the sacrifices that they have made for you, right? And promise yourself, right, that no matter what you have been doing before, okay, this next 6 months, you have a little less than 6 months, right? That this next few months, right, that you're going to dedicate yourself, that you're going to work really, really hard, right, to pay back for all what they have done, right? So promise yourself that no matter what happens, right, no matter how hard it gets, there may be power cuts, there may be economic crisis around, there may be, different issues. No matter what comes my way, right, I'm going to somehow, right, give it my best shot this 6 months, right, and somehow, right, get the best result possible. And I'm going to make sure that I will one day, right, when my results come out, bring that, let's say, tear of joy or that smile of happiness in my parents' mind, right? So that is a first promise that I want all of you all to make yourselves. That was my motivation to get A levels done well, right? And I think that could be your motivation to get A levels done as well. Okay. So you're going to bring, right? Always have in mind, no matter how hard things get, right? You might feel lazy sometimes, you might not feel like studying sometimes, right? You might feel, no, let's start tomorrow, right? At all of those occasions, right? Remember that smile, that faces of your parents, your mother, your father, how hard they have worked for you, right? They did not say, no, I'm going to feed you tomorrow, I'm lazy today. No, they worked really, really hard. They did everything for you, right? This 6 months, if you work really, really hard, I'll tell you, you can change so much of things around. Okay, that's the first thing. So you have your eyes closed, right? The second thing that I want to tell you is a small story of one of my friends, right? This was one of my classmates at St. Thomas's, right? This one, he was a student, right? Did not do that great in O levels. Okay, I think he had around 2 A's and some results, but he passed. Okay, he was in my class, did commerce, right? He was a normal average student, like most of us, right? Scored around 50 marks, 60 marks, not very weak also, right? Sometimes 40s, but somewhere he was between the range of 40 to 60. Okay, and then little by little by little by little, right now, by the last 6 months, right, that is this period. Now I'm talking about my friend in 2017. Okay, this guy, right? I don't know what happened, but something really motivated him. Okay, and he actually started studying. Right, so he was an okay person. Maybe most of you all are also like that, right? He was someone like that. He actually started studying, right? It was very nice to see how dedicated, how, he used to make his own notes, he used to watch, different videos, he used to teach his other friends also at one point later. Yeah. And then, right, this guy, he ended up with being among the, I think he was the 150th in the island, right? So this is out of around 100,000 students, almost close to that 80,000 to 100,000 people do advanced level in economics. So advanced level in the commerce, right? So out of this 100,000 people, right, he was able to become the 150th in the island, not district, in the island, among the 150th, right? So this is someone who changed his whole life in the last 6 months. Yeah. So if you all think that you all are too late, if you all think no, now it's all gone, I can't, change things around. I'll only try to pass this exam, you're completely wrong. Right? So first thing of getting started is to have self-belief, is to believe in yourself, right? If you change your attitude, if you can think positively, right? And if you can believe in yourself, right? There's nothing that you can't do, right? So promise to yourself that no matter what happens, no matter how hard it gets, that you're going to give it everything and somehow, right, get this exam done. Yeah. Okay. So with that promise, right, I want you all to open your eyes. I'm hoping you all had your eyes first, right? I want you all to open your eyes from this very moment, not from tomorrow, not from tonight, from this very moment, you're going to give it your best shot, right? And somehow get this exam done. Okay? That's the promise that I want you all to make. And that has to be something, right, that you all will carry on for the next 6 months. Whenever you all feel, not that motivated, whenever you all feel a little lazy, right, think of your parents. Think of all what they have done for you, right? Think that you're going to somehow sacrifice and you're going to get it done for them. Okay? So with that, you can have your eyes open and we can get towards today's test. Fine, are we all good? Yes. Can you all say something on the chat box? So that I know that you all were here and that you all did not close your eyes and fall asleep. Yes, good. Okay, some people have teared. Fine. Right, that's a very emotional topic for me also. I also tear at times when I think of it, right? Right. Okay. So fine. I don't want to start tearing in class. Okay. Right. Now with that in mind, okay, please forget about all what you have been doing before, right? You would have been playing the fool, you would have been doing all the craziest things, right? But from today, let's change, right? Let's change and let's get things done, right? And just a little bit about me. I think most of you all know me, right? Why am I teaching or why am I doing all of this, right? I was among the top 50 in the island, right, in 2017. And there were certain things that I learned. There were certain practices that I practiced, right? So I want to give that out to y'all, right? I want to make y'all, right? I want to make y'all achieve way greater than me, right? So I'm waiting for the 20. My first small goal was to produce a student with a better island rank than mine, right? I have a lot of hopes. I have a lot of hopes with the 2021 batch. Will wait for their results to come. There were some people who were really, really good, who were scoring almost 95 to 100 for economics after the fast track program. But now, if you're getting an island rank, you have to be good with all the other subjects also. It's not just one subject, right? So I hope that they would have done the other two subjects also great and they would come up with a good grade. But even if they don't, I'm still really proud of what they did with economics, right? So talking about the fast track program, right? So some of you all are joining in for a trial. Some of you all have already paid your fees and joined for this, regardless of who you are, right? I want you to take the best out of it, right? For those who have already paid, for the 6 months, try to take the best out of it. For those who have joined only this week, right? Within this week itself, take the best out of the program, right? So I did speak a little bit about this, right, before as well. But talking about this fast track program, right, it was designed for all economic students of the 2022 batch. That is y'all, right? I'm hoping there's no one from any other batch, okay? So this is a 6-month program. When I say 6 months, guys, it's a 24-week program, right? Yes, some months you have more than 4 weeks. Yeah. So it's categorized into 24 weeks, and we will work from from Sunday itself. Suppose start from last Sunday, right? We will work onto a study plan. So it's a daily study plan that you all will have to follow, right? This study plan requires you all to put in around 2 hours of studying per day, right? So this is starting from today onwards, right? 2 hours of studying per day for the next 6 months. I'll tell you all each day what you all should be doing, right? By now, guys, you all should be able to study for around 2 hours. Okay, that commitment has to come. If you want to go for a really, really good grade, right? That commitment has to definitely come. Okay, so make sure that right, you follow that study plan, and if you all can follow that study plan, right, I will guarantee you that you will definitely, right, be able to score more than 90, right, more than 90 for your economics paper, your A-level economics paper, right? It's not a hard thing, right? So yes, 2 hours a day, maybe yes, you can break it down into, two, then it will be 6 hours for the three subjects. But now, for example, for subjects like accounting and stuff, right? If you all are doing, there's not much of studying. It's about practicing questions. Maybe you can reduce the time a little. Now, you all have different things, right? There are some subjects that you're good at, some subjects that you're not really good at. But on average, I will say somewhere around 2 hours, right? That 2 hours also, guys, doesn't have to be at a stretch 2 hours, right? Now, don't come and tell me, guys, right, what 2 hours a day is hard, right? I have done it, okay? Now, it's hard if you sleep until around 10 o'clock, right? It's hard if you go and, if you're full time on your phone. Yes, just check, right? If you'll have a normal Android phone, right? Just go to your settings, okay? Go to, I think, battery usage or something, yeah? And check how many hours you all are on your phone. So in the meantime, while I talk, maybe check and send a text on the chat box. Just check your battery usage. I just checked mine, right? My screen time, my phone screen time is on almost 8 hours a day, right? So for 8 hours I sleep, for 8 hours I'm on my phone. My screen is on, right? So I'm either on WhatsApp or scrolling Facebook or doing something. What a waste of time that, right? So for people saying that you don't have time, right? Things, okay. Some people 6 hours, okay. So for people who are saying that you don't have time, right? The reason behind this, number one, is your phone, right? Your phone kills a lot of time, guys. Okay. I'll tell you something that I did before A levels, like 6 months. I uninstalled Instagram, I uninstalled Facebook, even WhatsApp I uninstalled, but because we did not have any online classes, right? But maybe you all can have WhatsApp, that's okay, right? As long as you all don't waste a lot of time because your links and all come through that, or maybe you can use another number, separate number where only your class links come if you all want to, right? So uninstall all of the other distractions, all of your games, any apps that is there, right? Make sure, okay, so most of you all I think are replying with 6 hours. That's a lot of time, right? Okay. So see if you all can reduce that, right? If you all can reduce your phone time, that saves a lot. And then, guys, have a proper sleep schedule, right? Some of you all are good at studying at night. Some of you all are good at studying in the morning, right? That depends, guys. I was a morning person, right? Some of you all stay until late night and study. That's up to you all, right? Now, if you're a morning person, see if you all can wake up at around 4, right? If you wake up at around 4 until around 8 in the morning, yeah, you have 4 hours there, okay? And then you need to find around 2 hours within the day, right? 2 hours within the day. So then that is 6 hours there. You've got your 6 hours of study, right? Maybe if you're studying at night, right? Maybe start at around, let's say, I don't know, 10 o'clock, right? Let's say you go until around 2 o'clock. I don't know, for those who can stay up until late, right? There's 4 hours there, right? And then find some 2 hours apart from that. Now, also, guys, yes, school also, I think you're going for 6 hours, guys. So if you really look at it, okay, yes, again, talking about going to school, guys. Now, these days, yes, go to school if your teachers are teaching, please go to school, right? But if nothing is happening in school, right, maybe don't go every day, right? We still go to school, maybe go 1 or 2 days to clarify your doubts. Other 3 days, maybe stay at home, guys. Right? I remember even when we were going towards the late periods, teachers don't teach. They also covered their syllabus. They don't also do anything. So you go 1 or 2 days, don't stay at home together all the time, right? Okay. So on that time, yes, they will not. It's like this, guys. About your attendance for your exam, right? They will let you sit, guys. Usually, what the school does, that this is what school does. They scare you all, guys. They say, if you all don't have attendance, they will not let you write the exam, right? So usually, what happens is if your attendance is low, and let's say your marks are also very low, yeah, your school term exam marks are low, then they might pull an issue. But if your marks are okay, if your level if they know that you're going to pass, so at least going to get a but at least let's say a C, they will be fine with it, guys. But the school will not take the risk because now say you don't come to school and you fail the exam also, then that's a bad name on school. That is why they scare you all to come to school. So if your marks are all right, right, school will never do that. They will not let you do that because at the end, that's the result for the school. So they will definitely let you write the exam. Don't worry about that. Even us, they scared us, but they let us write. Maybe if you all want, maybe check with one of your seniors in your school. How does it work in your school? Let's see if there is anyone who was not able to do. Pretty sure there is no one like that. Okay. So don't worry about that. You plan it out, guys. Starting from today, right? For econ, I have a study plan. I don't know what you all do with the other subjects, but try to do something, right? This study plan, guys, it can be 2 hours. You all can even finish it in half an hour also. Because I have not given you all hours. I have given you all tasks to do, right? So that thing, that's up to you, right? If you can, what? Okay, my voice is not that clear. Is it safe? Fine, no? Is it too low, too high? Not safe, fine, right? Safe, yeah. Okay. Great. Okay. Yes, I'll show you the study plan, the basic one. Okay. So, yes. Now on your end, guys, right? So I'm looking at 2 hours of a study plan. Okay. So how this fast track program will happen right now? For the previous batches, I only did 8 classes a week, right? But for your batch, because I felt there are some students who actually need a little bit more support, I'm doing 12 classes, not 8 classes a week, 8 classes a month. I'm doing 12 classes a month now. So how this will work is, okay, listen very carefully over here, right? Whether you join the fast track or not, seeker can follow this plan. Okay, so our classes, right? Our classes will happen on these days, right? On Monday from 7 to 10 p.m. That is the class that we were not able to do on Monday because of all the issues that were happening in the country. I felt it was not a good time to start the class. Yeah. So Monday from 7 to 10, that class is what we are doing today, right? Because we were not able to do it on Monday with all the crazy things happen. Then the second class is on Thursday from 7 to 10. These two classes, guys, are compulsory classes. You definitely have to come. Even if you miss, right, the recording will be there on our website. You can watch that any amount of times until A levels. So before you come to the next class, you have to watch that, cover that up and come, right? And then I've started a new class, right, for all the fast track people. This is an additional class to clear all your doubts. So it can be a one-to-one session between you and me, like an individual class, right? So in this class, guys, you can unmute, you can talk, but here I don't let you all to unmute and talk and all because it's sometimes it's a little annoying. If some people forget to mute themselves again, yeah, because of those reasons. So this will be that's why I've kept it early morning also. So if someone really wants to, right, if you have doubts that you want to clear, right, you can come sometime. This is optional, right? So if you have a doubt, you will let me know, right, on the group. So then I will also come. If there is no one who has doubts, then I will also not have this class, right? So that's how the class will be. Okay. And what will happen? This is the plan, guys. This is not the study plan. This is my class plan. Okay. So this is the class that I have opened free for everyone, right? Like I mentioned in the group several times, the fast track month 1, these 3 classes is what I have opened free. And this is today we are going through this class. Yeah. So ideally on Monday's class, that is what we're supposed to do today. We will go through the entire unit number 1. right? All the difficult areas, the most important areas. In 3 hours, we'll go through the entire unit. And then, according to your study plan, now I'll show you your basic study plan also, right? So, this is Monday. No? Monday is the day that we have the fast track class, but this week now we are having it on Wednesday, right? So, this is how you all will prepare, okay? Think of your week. Your week starts, right? Your week starts on Sunday, right? So on Sunday, what you do is you go through your theory and revision note. Now you all might have some note, no guys, for unit number 1, right? Just read through it. Yeah, I don't want you to deeply study or do anything. Just read through your notes. See, okay, refresh your memory. Okay, and then on Monday night we have the class. Monday 7 to 10 we have the class. That is why, guys, I kept on reminding you all on the group to please read the fast track note and come. So before that class, right, you all will read the fast track note and come. So then, right, in 3 hours in the fast track class, we will go through the toughest of areas, right, the hardest of areas, the most important areas. We would go through that. So now, by Monday, Sunday and Monday, you have some idea about the unit. Then on Tuesday and Wednesday, right, what you will be doing is you all will be doing past papers, right? The MCQs and the essay questions. Now, some of you all would have already done it, right? So then maybe you can go through the questions again. If you have not done it, maybe you can do it again, right? So I want you all from 2011 to 21, we'll do a lot of questions, guys, right? So on Tuesday and Wednesday, now these questions, this is what we will discuss in Beyond the Classroom, our Wednesday's class, okay? So you go through that. Now you have learned the unit, you have done some questions, and then on Thursday we have a class, right? Remember our classes are on Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. So on Thursday, according to your study plan, what do? There is a paper, right? There is a paper just from unit number 1, right? So it's usually a hard paper with a little hard question, right? So you all will do that paper, and on Thursday night, you all will come for the discussion, right? So we will clarify all those hard questions. You can clear your doubts in those areas. And then, right, on Friday, you will go through all of that again. You will go through your past papers, you go through the unit, go through the paper that we did, right? So you will revise unit number 1 again. And on Saturday, if there's any doubts from unit number 1, you come early in the morning on Saturday morning and clarify it. So that's how our entire week study plan goes, right? So on these days, I'll tell you the days that will be tough. That is mainly this day, guys, to do the essay questions of the past papers, right? So you all can break it down. You all can do half one day, but within the week, right? Try to get that thing done. Okay, so just to repeat once again, guys, think that we're doing unit number 1, right? So on Sunday, you're supposed to go through the theory and revision note, whatever note that you all have, guys. On Monday, we have the class at night. So before the class, you're supposed to go through the summarized fast track note. You all will get a printed book, guys. I have got your books printed for all those who have registered. I'll be couriering it probably today or maybe tomorrow. You all will get it soon. Until that only, I have sent you all a PDF to everyone, right? So you all will go through the summarized note. Then you all will come to the class. You all will learn it with me. And then on Tuesday and Wednesday, we do past papers, right? You all are supposed to do past papers and get that done. And on Thursday, guys, right? So I'll show you the tute, right? I'll show if you have looked at your tute, right? So here, this is the summarized note for unit number 1. So this is what you need to go through. This is what we will go through today, right? The entire area we will finish off today. Okay. So once that is done on Thursday, according to your study plan, guys, you're supposed to do this paper. This is a 100-mark paper just from unit number 1. Yeah. So you have MCQs, right? You have 20 MCQs, right? You have 20 MCQs and you have 3 essay questions, right? So 3 essay questions with subpart. Then at the end of your tute, when you get the book, you will see all the answers are also there. So all the answers for those questions, whatever questions that is there in the tute, it is there at the end. So you will get a huge book with around 160 pages. Yeah, somewhere close to around 160, 156 this month, right? So you will get a book with all the questions, the notes, the answers, everything delivered to your doorstep. So that is how that whole thing works. Guys, are you all okay with the plan, study plan? Safe. So once week 1 is done, Then we go to week 2. So week 2, we'll focus on unit number 2. Yeah. So I want all of you all to follow that case. You might be a fast track student, you might be not a student. If you're a fast track student, you all will do it with me together. Even if you're not, right? You have a plan like that, right? One week, you're going to focus on one unit. So then in the fast track class, guys, right? So week 1, we do unit number 1. Week 2, we do unit number 2. Week 3, we do unit number 3. And then in the PDF, the questions are there, guys. The answers are not there. Questions are there in the PDF that I sent out. Okay. And then this is to cover the entire unit, guys. Yeah. And then in week 4, right, we will do a big paper, right, for just unit number 1, 2, and 3. So I'll show you all that paper as well, right? That's a little bit of a harder paper, right, with the toughest of questions. We'll do a paper. This is week 1. This is week 2. So this is here. This is week 3, right? Week 3 is government intervention, unit number 3. Then we have the note. We have the questions of that, right? And in week 4, right, so this is week 4. The study plan is a little different, right? I'll talk about that when we come there, don't worry. And in week 4, guys, you have a whole mock exam, right, with unit 1 to 3 only. So there is 50 MCQs. Again, you're going to be thorough with unit 1 to 3 now. After doing it for 3 weeks, we again do a paper, the toughest of papers, right, with all the hard questions and all of it. This is apart from past papers, because past papers we already do, no, guys. No point repeating those, no. But there would be 1 or 2 past papers, but most of it is changed, right? So we will do that. You will have 10 essay questions, right? 10 essay questions from unit number 1, 2, and 3. And after that, you have the answer. That is how this whole fast track program is classified, right? Or it's organized that way. So month 1, 4 weeks, we do those. Month 2, we do unit 4, 5, and 6. And then a paper from 4, 5. Month 3, we do 7, 8, 9. And we do the paper. Month 4, that is August, right? The dates are a little different. This month is not a full month, okay? It's 4 weeks, okay? So we do unit 10, 11, 12. And then we do, there's a session on the current economic conditions also, like the probable questions that you all can get. I put this into August because then by that time, your paper has been made and finished. Yeah. So until that time, whatever that these current situations, the reserves, the inflation, you know, all that is happening in the country, by that time, we'll do a proper session. Because then after that, your paper is already made, because your paper is usually made 3 months before the exam. So by August, all what can come has now been sorted. That is why I'm putting that on there, right? And then after that, the next, I don't know if exams are postponed or not. If the exams are postponed, I will change the plan a little. But for now, the plan is there for this. Yes, guys, you can join from any month you want, right? There is no need to join from the first month itself, right? O-levels, I think, will happen. I don't think that will be postponed. So then the last 2 months, this is also very important. Last 2 months, guys, we will be doing overall mock exams. The hardest of questions, 50 MCQs, 10 essay questions. Every week, you all will do one paper, right? We will discuss, we will mark it in class, we will see how much marks you get, we'll try to improve the next paper. So at a stretch, we will do 8 papers, right? So this is overall mock exam 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this ends for now, according to the study plan, it ends on October 6th, right? After doing all of this, guys, right, I'll guarantee you, you will be able to get a 90. So you do your until 8, until 6, you do all the questions, all the mock exams. And by the 17th of October, right, you have 10 days to just chill and maybe you can look into something else, right? You're ready to face your exam. Trust me, after doing all of these papers, I've made this very hard as well than the A-level paper, right? Your A-level paper will be nothing. So that's the thing, right? So regardless of whether you join the fast track, guys, the fast track is a paid class, 3,200 a month for all the 8 classes a month. Tute will be printed and sent, right? So that is the whole plan that we have. So if you all are joining, you all can join. That's regardless of that. If you're joining for a free trial, get the best use of week number 1, right? Yes, guys, you can join from any month that you want, from Jan or February, May or April. That's up to you all. The plan is there. This PDF is also there in your whatever WhatsApp message that I sent you all, right? There is a PDF that says more information. click on that, this PDF will open. So you all have all the details about the class fee, how to pay, what you all should do, how is the platform going, right? All of those details are there, so you all can read. That's the whole plan. So I know most of you all, some of you all are not, are just here for a free trial. Why I told you all that whole plan is, guys, I want you all to structure your own study plan. If you're not joining with me, to structure your own study plan also that way. See if you all can do that, right? In 1 month, focus on 3 units, right? 1 week, unit 1, second week, unit 2, third week, unit 3. Total, there is 12 units in the syllabus. Fourth week, you study again 1, 2, and 3. Do the questions there. Next month, 4, 5, and 6. So there is doubt clearing. We will have one-to-one mentoring sessions also, hopefully, with all those who register for the fast track, right? I will check with you all and what we can do. Okay, right? Yes, I'll update you all with the monthly plan, no problem. Okay, so make sure that no matter what happens, right? No matter whose class you go to, no matter under whom you learn, that you're going to somehow, right, learn this chapter, right? You're going to join, if you're not going for a class, maybe join a class. Yes, also guys, I'll tell you all this, right? I know sometimes economic conditions, everything might be hard, right? But I'll tell you, okay, maybe if you can, yes guys, you're supposed to upload the payment slip to the registration form. I'll tell you all those later, how you all do it. Maybe you can text, right? Yes, I'll just tell you all this, right? Okay, listen carefully. Okay, for those people who are looking at, who think sometimes, you know, maybe paying money for a class and going is a waste of cash, right? But if you really want to get it done, then join someone's class, someone who is who has a proper program and who will properly guide you, because you will be paying, let's say, around 3,000 a month, let's say, for the next 5 or 6 months, right? You will be paying, let's say, around 18,000. That's how much you will be paying in terms of class fees, right? Maybe with this 18,000 class fees that you pay, right? If you can get a good result and let's say go into a local university, right? Your entire degree for 4 years is free, right? But regardless of this, right? You just say, no, I don't want to go to classes, in vain, the waste of money, and you spend zero now, but later you realize that you want to do a degree. Your only option is a private degree now. You will have to at least spend around 20 to 30 lakhs. That's around 2 to 3 million. So make an investment now, right? I'm not saying join my class, guys, right? Whether whatever class that you're going to, right? Make sure if you're going to continue that, do it properly. Go to a proper class that has a proper plan that is going to do a proper thing and going to take you to your whatever goal that you want, right? So invest there. You can reap the benefits out of it later. Don't be stingy now, because you might waste a lot of money later and it's not going to be lower, it's going to be higher and higher now with the exchange rates and all of that. Okay, guys, this PDF has been sent to you all in the group, guys. This PDF until from page 1, right? I sent you all a PDF from page 1, all the things for week number 1. I have sent you all the PDF from week 1 to all the way to until this page. The PDF is there, guys. Week 2 is not there because week 1 only I'm opening it for everyone. So until page 31 of this document is there in the PDF that I sent you. Okay. Yes, are we fine with no questions? Shall we get into the unit dial? Okay. Can you all make sure that on your end that you have a proper plan? Okay. And that no matter what, right? Remember what we had at the very beginning of this session. No matter what we do, right? We will get this done. Okay. And on my end, guys, for all those my students, I'll definitely be there for you all. And again, guys, for anyone who is paying and registering, there is a money back guarantee as well, right? If you're unsatisfied at the end of the month, right? If you think that you did not learn anything, this program is not going to suit me, you can let me know. I will give you a money back guarantee. Your full money that you paid as class fees will be refunded, because I'm not a person who would want to waste anyone's money, because I know how hard my father earned for whatever class that I went to. The last thing I will want is to waste someone else's money. So I will not do that, right? Even after paying, right? If you think you have this program is not for you, right? At the end of the month, let me know. I will refund and you can happily leave. I will not have any questions. I will not be mad at you or anything. Nothing of that would happen. Okay, right. So guys, okay. Now just to check again with you all. How many of you all read this and came? Now I reminded this around, I don't know, at least around 5-10 times. How many of y'all read the summarized note and came? Can you just let me know that you read? Yes, no. Some people read it thrice itself. Right. The study plan will not suit other subjects perfectly, but you can make your plan. Okay, so by the looks of it, I think only around 30% of you all have read it. I got around. This case, I have sent this to you as a PDF. If you want, I will resend it. I don't know which group you all are in. Don't know if you all are in the Beyond the Classroom group. Though I have sent it in the week 1 trial. I will resend this in all the groups that is there. Right. So just set. Okay. There is the PDF. Week 1. Hold on. You're in the Beyond the Classroom. I think the Beyond the Classroom group, guys. I sent you all another group link to join, because in that only I was communicating all of it. I will resend this in all the groups that is there. Give me 1 second so you all can also have a look. Fast Track 2022 Beyond the Classroom 1 and 2. Yeah, just check. I'm hoping that you all would have got it, right? Even if you all have, because guys, I send it in so many groups, guys, right? So don't worry. I know it's already there, so don't worry. Okay, right. So we'll get started. If you all want, I can give you all a minute to get some water if you all want, and then we'll start with the unit. Within by 2:30, I will finish this entire unit, right? Guys, again, I'm not going to go into very basic details, right? That's why I want you all to read and come. And we will get it done. Okay, right. So we'll get started. The recording, guys, you always get the recording of this class. Even those who are joining for a free trial, I'll plan it and I'll give it to you all. Don't worry. People who are paid and registered, definitely in the website, you all will get the recording. We will create the account for you, so you can watch this recording any amount of time until A levels. Every class will be like that. Okay, right. So we'll start off with the first part. Introduction to economics. This is unit number 1. Okay, there's a small part I missed. Okay. If you talk of this unit, this is the first unit of your syllabus, and in this unit, no, it will not be Google Classroom, it will be the website. Okay, so you will usually get, right, in your paper 1, you will get around 4 to 6 MCQs, right? So that is close to 8 to 12 marks. Like 1 MCQ is 2 marks. Okay? So in your paper, sometimes 4 MCQs, sometimes 5, sometimes 6, somewhere within that range, you get MCQ. And for sure, you will get 1 essay question in paper 2, right? That is 20 marks there. So in total, for unit number 1 alone, you get around 28 to 32 marks. So we'll take average 30 marks. Yeah. So you all know your A-level paper is of 200 marks. So from 200 marks, right, 30 marks comes from unit number 1. Okay. So how much do you need to get an A? You need 150. Yeah. So if you can score this 30, then unit 2, unit 3, you can get everything of that also, the hardest areas and everything. Between unit 1 to 3 itself, right? There is around 80 marks that is on offer. Yeah. Just the first 3 units. There's 12 units in the syllabus. So strategically plan, I'll show you all how we can do that, right? You don't have to be good at everything, guys. If you're smart enough, right, you can specialize on a few units and you can still get your marks. Along the way, I'll show you how to do that. But remember, this is the amount of marks that we get. Okay. So with that being said, right, we'll start. Okay, these basic areas I'll go fast. Okay, I'm not going to waste a lot of time. Okay. So when we start with unit number 1, we start off with the 2 branches for economics, right? What are the 2 branches? Okay, I'll maybe end this recording and start a new recording so that will be in 2 separate parts. Okay, hold on.